connecting Central Texas. This is 25 News.
Hi everyone, and thanks for being with us. I'm Todd Unger. Election Day is about a month and a half away, and today is National Voter Registration Day. Last year, the day saw more than 470,000 people get registered to vote. This year could see even more registrations with the presidential election getting closer. But here in Texas, registered voters will also be voting for their congressional representatives. In order to register, you must be 18 years old, a resident of the county you're registering to vote in, and not a convicted felon. If you are one of those, you must have completed your sentence or parole or have received a pardon. White House Coronavirus Response Coordinator Dr. Deborah Birx is visiting Texas A&M today. She's been touring colleges across the country and speaking on their response to COVID-19. Yesterday, she was in Waco visiting Baylor University. She praised the school here for their efforts in fighting the virus and said schools like Baylor have been able to stay open due to collaborative efforts and extensive planning. The CDC's advisory panel is delaying a vote on who should get priority for initial COVID-19 vaccines. That vote was supposed to happen today, but vaccine priority will now be studied further. A CDC committee member says the panel feels frontline healthcare workers should be the first to receive those vaccines, but it's unsure of who should be in line after that. Tropical Storm Beta is now a tropical depression after flooding the Houston area with a lot of rain overnight. Officials in the city are advising people to stay off roads, and multiple high water rescues were performed this morning. Beta is the 9th storm to make landfall in the U.S. this year, tying a record for name systems to make landfall set all the way back in 1960. Here at 25 News, we are celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month by sharing the stories and individuals and organizations here in Central Texas that make up Hispanic heritage. 25 News reporter Hannah King spoke to a mariachi group who hopes their music... we're going to have to do that again. Sorry. I didn't have time to read through any of this. All right, 3, 2, 1. Here at 25 News, we're celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month by sharing the stories of individuals and organizations right here in Central Texas. 25 News reporter Hannah King spoke to a mariachi group who hopes that the music they share brings some good memories.
Texas A&M's Mariachi Años de Oro has been celebrating the Aggie spirit while keeping their Hispanic culture alive in a very traditional way. The band's mission is simple, spreading the Mexican culture and heritage throughout the Brazos Valley.
We really strive to promote our cultural heritage through our performance of music, both on campus and off campus.
Though not of Mexican descent herself, Quadra says she wanted to belong to a group, and becoming a mariachi band member was perfect.
I love the music, I love the culture, I love the people I'm performing with. It just makes me feel very proud to be able to, really put this music out there.
Group members hope people will enjoy their mariachi music as much as they do.
I do hope that people walk away with an impression that mariachi is a beautiful art and that it's a beautiful music. And hopefully maybe they'll listen to some, or hopefully they'll think about hiring a group for their events.
While booking the group during the COVID-19 pandemic has been slow, the musicians know that will soon change.
Slowly, as the state regulations are lessening, then more people are starting to host parties in larger quantities of people, and we're starting to get bookings again.
For David Posadas, the feeling he gets from hearing the sounds from his native land is indescribable.
It's just that the feelings that you're like, hey, I'm from Mexico. The proud, the pride comes out, and you feel very, you feel very proud.
Aggieland Mariachi performs for all sorts of events like ring dunks, birthdays, and weddings. And yes, they even perform the Aggie War Hymn. In Bryan, Hannah King, 25 News.
Now let's head over to meteorologist Josh Johns for a look at the weather.
Yeah, and we've been tracking tropical depression, now tropical depression beta, that's sitting there in southeast Texas, bringing that heavy rain towards parts of Houston, also towards southeast Texas, and some of that sneaking into the Brazos Valley and central Texas as well. We've had those showers. They've been kind of off and on last night and today, and we will still expect them to continue tonight, especially if you live along and east of I-35. Future Track shows you that potential as we go through tonight. Maybe some heavier rain down towards the Brazos Valley. Otherwise, it will remain cloudy. I think we'll see some drizzle develop overnight, and that may be hanging on into your morning as well. You can see that as we go through the day. Now, as we head into tomorrow, beta will keep pushing off to the east. That'll bring in drier air, which will help to kill some of that rain chance and actually make things more partly cloudy, and that drier air will be around on Thursday as well, and the rain chances will go down from there, going from about a 30% chance of rain on Wednesday on down to 0 as we go through the rest of the week. But by the time we head into the start of the new week, we are tracking another cold front, and that'll bring us a slight chance of rain. As far as temperatures are concerned, mid-70s on the way through the early parts of tonight. We'll drop down into the 60s overnight. That's where we'll start off the day on your Wednesday. Then during the day on Wednesday, we'll start to get some warmer air come back in here. I'm thinking mid to upper 70s for highs on Wednesday, and then upper 60s overnight for your Thursday morning. And then during Thursday, we'll get even warmer air coming in. We'll be talking about 80s by the time we head into Thursday, and it gets warmer from there. So 79 on Wednesday, a 30% chance of some showers. These will be passing showers, much like what we've seen, but not as heavy on the constant type of drizzle that we've had in place. 83 Thursday, and then as we head into the rest of the week, 86 coming up Friday, upper 80s Saturday and Sunday. We're in the 90s Monday and Tuesday. A slight chance of rain on Tuesday, that with our next cold front. And then look at this, lower 80s, upper 70s coming back in by the time we head into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and it'll start feeling a lot more like fall after the warm weekend on the way and the dreary days that we've had lately, thanks to Tropical Depression Beta.